Hello everyone and happy Tuesday. It is 3 o'clock, which means it is time we're here for the human experience. This is episode 20 and we're going to talk about how to consciously feel your vibe and what the benefits are and a little bit how I started to feel my energy. So welcome to today's show. Let's get into this. So what does it mean to feel your vibe and what are the benefits? Let me explain. As a child, we pick up everybody, like everybody can do this. We pick up our energy, we pick up other people's energy, we pick up vibrational patterns, and we feel the vibes before the words. But as kids, we can't really discern what's going on. So because we all pick up the vibes, right? But as kids, we have to, we pick the vibe up and then we get the words. So even as adults, we do that too. We get the vibe and then we get the words. So we want to just engage with ourselves and check in with ourselves. And so we can actually learn what we're feeling and what our vibe is trying to tell us. Because it's talking to us all the time. Our energy is always talking to us. Our emotions are always talking to us. Our guides are always talking to us. And the reason I started this was because, as many of you know, at a point in my life, I was super stressed out, and which I'm very grateful for. Actually, when I look back at it now, I can be very grateful for all of that stress because it actually allowed me to get in tune with who I am more. It allowed me to check in with myself and to start to emotionally regulate and clue into the thoughts that I was having. And the negative narrative that was running. It's also about to checking in with our vibes and the benefits of it. So lots of times we feel the vibe, in life and the planet. So I want to check in with myself because I want to engage with myself because my whole being, my cells, my body is looking for me to pay attention to it. So the more that I check in, the better off I feel. And ultimately everything I do, I shouldn't say everything I do, but mostly this is all of us, I would think, right? We check in, or our emotions guide us. So when I was so stressed out, I didn't like how I was mentally and emotionally feeling, and I knew I had to figure it out because it was rippling out everywhere and it was nasty. It wasn't good for others around me or myself. So at one point, sitting on the couch one day, and I'm like, I wonder what it means to breathe through your feet, right? Breathe through your feet. And I thought, okay, well, let's just do this. I have some time, so I'm sitting on the couch. So I started to think about my feet. What would it feel like if there was actually air coming through my feet? And as I started to put my awareness on my feet, and even as I'm talking about them right now with you, my toes are getting warmer. I can feel the tingling in my toes and the tippies of my toes. I can feel that. So it's that energy flows where attention goes. So as I'm thinking about what would it feel like to breathe through my feet, I'm already shifting my energy to my feet. And then I think, well, if I was bringing air up into my feet, what would that feel like? And I know, just stick with me. This might sound like weird, but many meditators do this. It's about bringing your energy to you. So then I started to feel that. So I'm thinking, okay, well, what would it feel like as I take a nice deep breath? My focus is on my feet, my toes, and the soles of my feet. And I am thinking, and feeling what it feels like. I want to feel my energy. I want to feel my energy in my feet. And so as my feet are getting warmer, I'm definitely feeling the energy in my feet. And then as I think about bringing it up into my ankles, I can feel it moving up into my ankles. And then I can feel it moving up into my knees and my calves and my shins. And it was like, whoo. What an amazing feeling. because I was focused on it. And then something got sidetracked and I carried on. But I like to sit and feel the energy in my body. That was the probably first time that I really consciously sat there and felt the energy flowing in my feet and then moving up my legs. So I wanted to be in the moment. I wanted to be paying attention to how I'm feeling. I'm not going to be distracted. I want to pay attention to me, right? That's important. So I wanted to also, I wanted to be aware of any tight or uneasy vibes, because a lot of times we also don't assess those. We know them, we feel the stress, but we're not actually asking ourselves, what is this telling me? What is this energy telling me, right? So then I've thought, well, I also want to feel what it feels like to feel good and to feel the energy flow and not be stuck. So that was one of my practices, that I would just sit there and feel the energy flow. I could feel the tingling, I could feel the awareness. And it was just really about really breathing through our feet is bringing the energy from the bottom and up. And it is about that attention to ourselves. It's paying attention to ourselves and bringing that energy in, the awareness. Hey, because my body wants to feel that awareness. My body is actually talking to me all the time. Your body talks to you all the time too. But for the most part, we're not paying attention. So the more that we pay attention, and that doesn't mean that we're doing it 24 hours a day, and I don't do it 24 hours a day, but I am more conscious and aware, because if I'm so concerned about everything that's outside of me and I'm so busy, then I can't check in with myself. I'm not checking in with myself. And all of a sudden, because I'm so focused on the outside world, my body is going to give me an indicator, which might be a little bit disorder, grief, right? Pain. It's going to tell me that, hey, you need to focus on you. And every time I'm not focusing on myself, and I don't mean that in a selfish way, it's not that. But when I'm not focusing on myself and I'm more concerned about the external world, things that are out of my control, my body gives me a little indicator, some discomfort somewhere, that says, hey, you're not paying attention to me. And so the more that I pay attention to me and how I'm feeling, the better off it is. And life flows. And then I'm also listening to my body, and it's telling me what it wants. Eat this, don't eat that, right? It's it was that energy that I wanted to connect in. So it's always coming back to us connecting into ourselves and asking ourselves questions. So breathing through our feet is actually shifting our energy and moving it in our bodies and becoming aware and connecting and saying, hello, body. And you know what it's like when you stub your toe. Been there, done that. I have a little toe that sticks out. I mean, it doesn't always stick out, but it can. Fun times. And so the times that I've stubbed my toe, I can bring in a lot of extra energy, dramatic effect, and have a little meltdown. Totally done that. And my toe has ballooned out, and I'm just using my toe for an example, but my toe is ballooned out and more of my foot is actually bruised. Whereas in other times that I've stubbed my toe, even the poor little broken one, I stopped bringing in all that dramatic energy. Oh, woe is me energy. I just would take a deep breath, and not really think anything. Just breathe through the pain. And I'm going to say that for myself, the times that I have done that without the dramatic effect, the toe isn't as bad, or the pain isn't as bad, because I'm not adding any extra energy to it other than I want to release the energy of pain. I can do the same thing. So it's basically and this is how powerful we are, because we have this ability to shift our focus and change our energy. I want you to think about it right now, and you won't be able to help it. You're going to experience this. And I want you to think about eating a lemon, right? What does it feel like? What does it taste like? You can taste it. Your body totally recreates what that feels like. Even to think about eating a watermelon, right? What comes up when you think about eating a watermelon? You can feel it, you can taste it. You remember a memory, even with the lemon, you remember stuff, right? So this is how powerful we are. So we can actually create that within our body and change things. But for me, I needed to feel the energy in my body. That's why I started with my toes, I'll say. There's also in the last week's video, I talked about feeling our energy, doing a full body scan and feeling the muscles and the tendons and all of that relax within our head, in our eyeballs, in the sockets, feel all of that, and that, down into our organs. Hello, liver, hello, lungs, I love you, heart. Our body really, really wants that attention. And that's usually why it gives us a little bit of discomfort, is because we're not paying attention to it. So check in with yourself. It's a huge benefit, and your body will definitely thank you. I know mine does when I check in with it and pay attention to what it's trying to tell me. The one other thing too, in about how powerful our mind is, I think about when I'm exercising, and I don't think, oh my God, I gotta exercise. I think, woo! I never did, because I often thought exercise. I mean, I like to work. I like physical work. I like labor work. And I find that as my exercise. Although now I'm shifted into a more in front of you guys or in front of a computer. So I do take time to exercise and move my body. So I don't think about exercise as a 4-letter word. I think, wow, I actually am mobile. I have a fully functioning body, and I get to exercise and take care of myself, and I get to focus on myself. So when I'm doing my exercises or my stretches, I talk about this too when I've done ergonomic evaluations, and I take people through the stretches there. I want you to focus on the muscle groups that we're stretching, or the muscle groups that we're targeting. If you're doing leg raises or bench presses or things like that, I want you to focus on that. In those muscle groups, because your body is going to respond way quicker. So I move into a feeling of appreciation for my body before I start. I notice any tightness or discomfort, pain. Now the pain, I don't want to increase the pain. I don't. That's silly. For me, that's silly. I don't want to hurt myself. I don't want to hurt myself, because I want to be fully functioning. I don't want to be complaining about my body and, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Although we're still here for the human experience, and these things happen. But I just want to acknowledge it. And so if I'm moving into a position that might give me pain, then I back out of it, of course. But it's that being conscious and aware of my body. I don't need to push through it. I just need to give my body some love and attention, and think about the muscle groups or, the muscle groups that I want to strengthen or stretch. So whatever stretch it is, I want to focus on the muscles and tendons and notice any discomfort. And then if I'm noticing any discomfort, it's probably because, and for myself, it's because I haven't actually used those muscles for a while. So I will say to them, hello, muscles. Hello, thanks for waking up. Here we are. I really love that I can feel you. I love that you will be strong again. Whatever it takes, whatever runs through my brain at that point in time, I will give my body some love in that, whatever exercise I'm doing, because I want to acknowledge it. Because when I acknowledge that my body is getting stronger, or that the muscles, I haven't used them for a while, my body actually responds quicker, because I'm giving it the attention. So think about this. Imagine, and I've seen lots of people do this, and I'm not getting down on anybody. It's just a mindset. It's a perspective shift, and it's about our energy. So imagine imagine being on a treadmill, and you're running or you're walking for an hour, but you have a book or a device, and you're paying attention to that, and you're just trudging along, but you're not really... oh my God, I was just about trudging along, singing a song. Stop, that's how my mind works. So you're on the treadmill for an hour, and you're paying attention to the device or the show, or the book you're reading. You're not engaging with your body. you're pushing through, and you're getting off the treadmill. And because I've heard people say this, I've been working on the treadmill. I've been on the treadmill for months and I don't see any difference. They're not focused on themselves. They're reading a book or they're on their device, and they're not focusing on the body or the muscles that they want to target and to make stronger, right? They're not doing that. And I know because I've been there and done that too. So it is, paying attention to your body is a huge benefit. I mean, the list is long for the amount of benefits that it is when we pay attention to our body. So now imagine being on the treadmill for 20 minutes, focused 20 minutes, not going through the motions, not being on your device, not reading a book. You are focused on the muscle groups that you are activating while you're on that treadmill. Your body's going to respond way better, and I believe you will see the difference in a shorter amount of time when you focus on yourself. Just because we multitask, and we don't do that very well at times. I mean, we do it, but there are times when we're not doing it very well. And then that's also meaning we're not in the moment. So if I'm on the treadmill and I'm reading and I got the TV on or whatever else is going on, I'm not focused on me. So I'm not putting my energy into me. I'm not loving me. I'm just going through the motions, right? It's not a great feeling. So focus on yourself when you are doing your exercises. Focus on those muscle groups and see how much your body changes in a quick or rapid, short time frame. Another fun way that I like to sense my energy and bring that in, and I will have, especially when I'm at the markets, and people ask me about energy work, lots of little kids, because I'm usually there doing Reiki. I get them to, you could do this too, feel the energy ball, create energy, feel the energy. It's like focusing on your feet. My toes are still warm, by the way. It's like focusing on, so I'm going to bring the energy into my hands. I don't want to touch my hands. I just want to feel. Can I feel anything in between them? Do they want to come together? Do they feel like they want to come apart? Can I feel the tingling? What am I feeling, right? Don't second guess yourself. You're feeling it. You totally are feeling it. Our other little the ego brain, the monkey brain, it'll tell us like, no, you're not feeling that. That's just baloney. That's not true. You are feeling it. Totally feeling it. So then the more that you can feel that energy, the more then you can bring it back and feel it again. And just kind of keep expanding your energy ball. Don't throw the energy ball out. Put it into yourself, right? As you get it, or put it into your belly. You can do that, but you want to, I like this practice because you can feel it. And when I have people do this at the market, when they're asking me about energy work, they can totally feel the energy. Give it a go. Try it. It's about focusing on you. I probably can't stress that enough, and I probably have said it a few times. In other videos, I may have a couple times. So it is about focusing on you. It is about bringing the awareness, right, into whatever space, focusing on you, the muscles that you're targeting, any of that. You want to think about you. And there again, you can set a timer. That helps you to focus. So focusing on yourself, it brings in those changes you want to see, and you can feel them too. And your body will respond. It totally does. Even as I say about thinking about my feet. My toes are nice and warm, and they're usually on the cool side. Even if I think about relaxing my eyes and feeling the muscles in my eyes just relax, that is your energy. That is you focusing on you. And feel how it feels to relax. Feel how it feels also when you're in these pinchy moments and when life is not working or, less than favorable, I guess. Notice how you're feeling as well. Because there again, it's about you checking in with your energy and how things make you feel. And so the more you practice, of course, the better you'll be. And this is about sensing energy, and it is part of who we are as human beings. We are feeling, sensing beings, and this is like one of our, like a sixth sense, right? We have many of them besides the five. So the more that we practice with it, the more that we get it strengthened. So the more that I talk to my sore knees and say, hey knees, I feel ya. I haven't been doing as much exercise but we're doing it now, and I can feel how much more powerful you are. It may seem silly, but it really works. It does. It really, really works. So the benefits of engaging in your consciousness and focusing on you is a benefit to you. Connecting in with yourself benefits you. Bring your energy back. Less focus outside in the external world. Yes, the external world is here because we're here for the human experience. But check in with yourself. Set a timer. Take a couple minutes when you're sitting on the couch and play. See if you can feel the energy rolling up. Can you breathe through your feet? I bet you can. Those are some of the ways that I play, and that's how I've, besides doing Reiki. But it's at just checking in with me, because I have not, previous to all of this and the stress, I didn't really check in with myself. I would say, oh my God, I'm so stressed out, or I'm so exhausted, or yay, I'm happy. I don't know hey, I'm happy. Wow, I have an ice cream. I don't know, right? Focus on you. Check in with yourself, because you are important. Thanks for joining me today, as we're here for the human experience and to engage with our human, with our body, our vessel. We are here to engage with it, besides everything else that's in our wonderful, amazing world. So, I am Lisa. If you did not know, I help people shift their beliefs, perceptions, and energetic patterns. Because the benefits are, there's so many benefits when you check in with you. I really can't stress that enough. And I'm going to probably do it again next week. So when you're ready to break free from the limiting beliefs and unleash your true potential, it all starts with your mindset shift, your perception, your willingness to challenge old assumptions and embrace the journey of self-discovery and watch yourself soar. It is so incredible, so incredible. And really the choice is yours. It's about listening more to our body, mind, and spirit for the inner wisdom and guidance we seek that helps us bring us into our body and makes us feel more connected and grounded. If you have enjoyed today's live broadcast, please leave a comment, love it, and share it out there so other people can benefit from mindset shifting and checking in with your energy. And if you have any mind, body, spirit questions, you can reach out to me either on my website, lisahydelifecoach.com. I will see you next week. Take care as we navigate the matrix of our mind, body, and spirit in this human experience. Bye for now.